I'm currently trying to. So Amanda like brought me all these The Sims 2 discs. She has like almost every single disc for The Sims 2, right? And like full disclosure, so like The Sims 2 is like a forbidden piece of gaming.
Oh,
I'm learning. I have no idea, but it's like if you look into it, like so EA got The Sims or whatever, and they made that like Origin launcher, which like everyone hates a proprietary launcher. It's just stupid. Those suck ass.
right.
But
Right.
so they put it all on there, whatever, and they were like, if you have all the Sims, you can just get the Sims 2 Ultimate Collection on Origin. But now it's just like completely wiped from everywhere.
Oh, it's a forbidden game.
Yeah, like if you got it back in the day, you could still kind of access it. So
Right.
I have this iMac from 2011, and I'm running Windows XP on it, but I'm having a lot of issues installing The Sims on it. So now I'm trying to upgrade Windows XP to Windows Vista.
Whoa.
And it's like it's just really funny. I'm like trapped in this vintage gaming like hell, this Kafka-esque nightmare. All because The Sims 2, they just decided, they're like, no, The Sims 2 just doesn't exist. Like, you can't play it.
Man.
Because fuck you. I don't know why. Mark Mothersbaugh did the soundtrack for The Sims 2. Another fun fact I've learned on this journey.
The things we do for Sims.
Yeah. Well, the things we do for love. I mean, I'm doing it for Amanda. She was just like, I want to play The Sims 2, and now I'm going. I built this nightmare like a true sicko.
Oh, you made it sound like she had finished with the discs and was now trying to like share the love with you and say, like get you into The Sims.
No, she had found them like cleaning because she's moving in. So she's going through all her shit, and she found them, and she's like, "Oh, I'd really love to like play The Sims 2 again." Like, she had that like nostalgic urge, but she's not very like techie or anything like that. And I knew either way.
You mentioned she was morally pure.
She is morally pure. She's not a poster. All that, yada yada. But yeah, that's currently. I was like kicking around with that while I was editing the other part, and Windows Vista I just got it, so we're gonna see where that goes later.
Onto your Vista.
Everybody, and welcome to Guesto, the only podcast within a podcast wherein they talk about the 4 pillars of modern human misery: anime, gaming, posting, and jobs. I'm James Medley, an Anime Sickos Guesto with Rayne Klar, an Anime Sickos Guesto, and we hope you enjoy this little fun thing we put together for you here. So without further ado, what is this? You know how there is a list of most dangerous jobs? Like it's really that could be a good gag, but I'm like, what is that? What is this for?
I was trying to think of like, okay, hold on, let me back up. So like a very long time ago, I read one of those articles. It's like most killable jobs.
The jobs where everyone wants to kill you.
most people dead per job.
Okay,
Jobs with highest death rates. And it was talking about how not in America, in a country that I'm not sure. This is a bunch of misinformation because I've probably fabricated like 99% of this article that I'm trying to remember. Basically, there were people who had to like unclog giant shit vats somewhere on this globe we call it home. And so that just sticks with me forever because
we all take that for granted. Like that's happening. That of course is happening. There is no way Rayne is just making up this job like reasonably. It's a real thing. There are big shit vats and somebody needs to clean them.
It happens. That's a real thing that's happening. That's the key point to take away
It's
from
probably happening right now. But continue. I'm sorry.
It is. So, okay. Anyway, keep that pinned. People waiting in shit somewhere on the earth at all times. Keep that pinned. Okay, moving on. List of most dangerous jobs. Logging workers are up there at the top. People who work in the logging industry.
Interesting.
Truck drivers are like number 6.
You'd think that'd be way higher, though.
You would. I didn't think to include 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah,
or
that's
2.
fair. That's fair.
I did include 2. Hold on, that's the punchline. Getting ahead of myself. So I was thinking, what if podcasters are number 2? And the joke was going to be that that's what happened to Tom and Joe, is that podcasters are number 2 on the list, so something happened to them, and then that's why we're here. Do you see how there's something there?
There is something there. There is for sure something there. Like, I don't know.
It's a really interesting nothing, which is what a lot of my jokes are.
And, like, we need more of that, Rayne. That's what I keep trying to tell you. We need more of those.
I don't think you do.
Oh, well, I'll tell you more. We need more of that. We need more. No, I was going to say, the more I've thought about it, and, like, almost, like, right before we were going to record today, I thought it would be in true sicko spirit to just kind of say, like, no, like, a lot of stuff is going on in Anime Sicko world. It's, like, really hard to make a podcast, and Tom and Joe wanted, like, a little break, and we had this joke, like, weren't we joking about this?
It was a Discord joke, yes.
Yeah, it was a little goof, and Tom, being in his infinite wisdom, was like, oh, what if you did that for real? And we were like, yes. So we put this together. We got an incredible guesto coming up later in the show, whenever that is. And yeah, right though, like, I feel like we should just be honest and, like, just say what the real scoop is.
We're not here under false pretenses. We're here legally because we're
here legally by request,
with permission,
and with permission.
Can't lock us up for this one.
Can't lock us up. This is sanctioned, officially licensed material. If you bought this on the shelf, it would have the Anime Sickos foil sticker on it
with the scalloped edges.
Ooh, is that what they call that?
Yes.
Incredible.
You put the word sexy anime figures on the dock, and it's making it impossible for me to focus on anything else.
Yeah.
What? Explain. Talk about that. Especially considering the following words are Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, so they are sexy anime waifu Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. It's a set. It's 2 pieces. One of them has, like, the official Freddy versus Jason, like, logo treatment on it, which I can't believe this is some sort of officially licensed product. Like, I can't.
Wait, are these the horror bishojos?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I got them. Because like
you dog.
It's like so funny to me. Like, as a fan of these things in completely different parts of my life, and like as a like sexy figure judger, like some of my friends come over and they look at them and they definitely like think I'm a freak weirdo, which I am, and that's fine, I think. Like I don't think funny is the right word. There's a word and it isn't funny. What is
However,
it? I don't know.
Word? It's a word that we're not allowed to say for reasons we can't go into.
Wow, it's a slur?
What? No, it's
You're coming up with new slurs to call me? That's crazy.
I'm just saying that when I see the Beetlejuice one, I understand you, is all.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is very attractive.
Well, yeah, the Beetlejuice one, are you talking about her Hamburglar waifu?
Yes.
Or waifu? How do you say it? Waifu?
I don't say it.
You don't say it? Say it. No, well, now you have to say it. What is my display name on Twitter, Rayne?
I don't know. It's
not anything.
It's on. Look on my screen. It says, "Hey Medley."
Oh, there I am. Yeah, that's my
There you
app.
are. Yeah, that's all I see. That's all I see. I don't see anything else. So whatever perverted nickname you've given yourself on Discord Nitro, I can't see it from over here.
So wait, so now you're judging me for paying for Discord Nitro?
Oh, I was making a joke. Do you actually have it?
Of course I have Discord Nitro. I can send big files to people.
No,
I can
it's
use
good.
animated reacts. I don't understand the super reactions. I think those are stupid. But
I don't understand them either, and I don't know which. Both of the symbols look very similar when you go to put an emoji. The react.
Sometimes
and the
I'll open
super
up Discord. It'll auto like when I hit the react thing, it'll just take me to the super react thing, and I'm just like,
it's
what?
very embarrassing.
Yeah, yes.
I'd never super react intentionally. It's always been an accident.
Discord should be ashamed. I've definitely done it intentionally after doing it unintentionally. Because then I'm just like,
makes it okay.
I have 3? Okay, yeah, let's get rid of these.
A net 0, you're fine if you do that. You have to have at least one person in the Discord with Nitro. Someone's got to do it. It's just not going to be me anymore.
Someone's got to boost the server, Someone has to.
Yes. I think I did it once, but I'm not feeling very ritzy anymore, so.
No, for sure. It's a time of tightening the belt. Like, it really is. These next 8 to indefinite amount of years. It's,
These next years.
I can put, like, a minimum of 8 on it. Like, conservative.
Oh, there's a red tuxedo version of Beetlejuice figure. Did you know that?
Send me this. What is this? No. I'm not getting any more of these figures.
She's
only put that.
She's
in the
only
doc.
$150.
I only put that in the doc because it is worthy of contrast, like between my last Sickos Guesto mode and like now. Like I've accepted parts of the Sicko lifestyle, even more into my life. And if Amanda thought it was weird and gross, I would consider it. But she thinks they're funny. She thinks they're cool. So
You're safe.
Yeah, find you someone who appreciates you for being an ethically horny individual.
You said it. Now we have to boot you from the show. I'm sorry.
There is something to be said about ethical levels of horny that I will not get into on this show out of respect for the premises and the lore. But you can find me on Twitter and we can talk about it. Find me on real Twitter. We can talk all about it.
Real Twitter being Medley's Discord.
that I treat as just Twitter, and it's also like everyone is the mod. Is kind of the joke. Is like anyone can ban anyone at any time. I think even me. Because I think that's the only way to do Twitter. Like, just let us all control it.
Everyone is the mod. Everyone is mod. Mod is all of us.
Yes. And thereby mod is nobody. We did my thing, I guess. What do you think has changed? What has grown? How have you grown as a person, as a poster, as an artist since your last Guesto mode?
I blocked my episode from my mind. Very embarrassed.
Yeah, you really hate your episode, don't you? Like,
mostly I wanted to slow down with everything, and everything's sort of going to shit online. It kind of works with that, even though I do still check Twitter constantly. But I spent pretty much all spring working on drawing this comic that you very graciously, you and the Sickos came and saw me in Chicago and all purchased, so thank you guys.
yeah.
And now after that, I'm like, I just want to play Zelda, honestly. I want to draw when I want to draw.
No, you earned a break. You definitely like went deep down into the like production, you know, because I think you said like you had the idea for it like a really long time ago, but then you just really wanted to draw it or make it. I
drew it and wrote it a really long time ago and applied to a show with it, with like the thumbnails for it. And then got into the show, and so I was like planning to draw it, you know, then. But then the show got postponed because it was going to happen in 2020.
Oh no.
Yeah. So basically I paid for my own procrastination. So that's why it's 100% okay. Not upset at all.
I mean, but like, do you work better under that kind of pressure?
Yes, but it was really miserable because it was like two months to sketch, or like, you know, go from thumbnail to sketch to ink to final for like over 40 pages. Like,
no,
it's an
incredible piece and an incredible feat. Like, I haven't read it completely yet. I have skimmed through. But it looks like really well put together. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a rush job at all. It definitely seems considered. But you did have a thumbnail. If people at home don't know what a thumbnail is, it's kind of like, what would you say, like a mini sketch of pages?
Yeah, it's like a rough draft of a rough draft. It's like, it's just getting the thought on paper, but not necessarily something like you could read.
Exactly,
like a rough draft would be.
Right. Yeah, not even like words a lot of the time, you know.
Yeah.
I'm working on that comic with Jeff, and he's been sending me thumbnails of just pages and stuff. And yeah, it's like you have no idea what the story is really. It's more just like where kind of panels are, you know, if there's going to be a splash page or something.
Yeah, like my favorite way to think about them is like, where's the positive and negative space of each page and like panel going to be? I feel like that's like a really easy way to break yourself from trying to put too much detail in. It's just like, where do I approximately want the character to be or the speech bubble to be, and then just like, you know, put a blob there, move on. It was so easy.
How is the eye gonna move across the page?
Yeah. Oh man. That's something of course, need to work on everything forever. That's being an artist.
That is it. It's working forever. And like, I don't know. I find the more I do it, the more I surround myself with creative people and things. Like, it's just, we all have such a hard time accepting that, right? Like, it is forever. You're learning stuff all the time. Like, you're never going to think you're good, but that's kind of good. That's a good thing. You should always be growing and stuff.
It's really fun. It's really fun to be growing and like knowing too, like being able to look at your work and see like, oh, I'm schmoovin'.
No, yeah, that's the importance, I think, of like what you're doing too, like making something, putting it out there, getting it out, having it as a touchstone of where you were, a reference point for your later growth. You know,
and that's absolutely how I had to look at this one too, because I was like not attached to this story at this point anymore.
It's a good story. It's cute though. What I read was pretty cute.
It's cute, but I should have drawn it 10 years ago. But it's fine because now I can do new stuff.
Hey, you can have it out now, and I've done this on a record or two, but you could just say it's from 10 years ago. Who knows? Who's fact checking that? Who's looking into that? Like, oh yeah, this is something I made 10 years ago.
Nope. I've had my stuff online for longer than that. I was on DeviantArt when I was in like middle school.
Whoa.
Or high. Yeah, it's bad inside there. It's rotten inside the brain. Yeah, I saw things, but I'm pretty sure I still have like my middle school art up somewhere, but you know,
no
like
way.
Six usernames ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could pull it up.
What was your username?
Oh, I'm not telling. I'm absolutely not.
Bleep it out. I'll bleep it out. All right.
No, couldn't torture it out of me.
Okay, that's respectable. That's okay.
I don't know what's still on that DeviantArt account. over my dead body.
I mean, what? Yeah, well, okay, but that's funny because now that just opens Pandora's box in my mind of like, what the hell is Rayne drawing? Like, what
used to.
What could be so shameful on?
When was podcasting invented?
Like 2009.
Right. Okay. I was podcasting in 2009.
No way.
Yes. That's also, well, no, those websites have definitely gotten deleted by now.
I'm sure,
I got into podcasting because these two best friends in England started a video game podcast called We Are Gaming Junkies. The abbreviation was WAJ, and they made a bunch of jokes about that. And I was obsessed with that podcast. And then I went on to try and start my own spin-off show, which they acknowledged because they had a fan base of like 30 people.
No way.
Yeah, so I did, and then I drew fan comics of that also because I was so obsessed. So those were like my early internet entries. So those can stay locked up as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Wow. So you were in like instantly.
Mm-hmm.
There was no hope at all.
You know what's really cool is that Audacity looks exactly the same.
I think that is very funny and certainly worth noting.
Like, certainly love that for Audacity. Love that for her.
I've been on Audacity since maybe like 2000. Like the year 2000, and it looks exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 25 fucking years.
Bless her. Bless her heart.
Yeah, she's schmoovin' and she works. And like I talk a lot of shit about Audacity, but functional and reliable.
And very self-explanatory. The record button record, the stop button stop. Good program.
If you remember a cassette player whatsoever, you're in.
Actually, do you think that Audacity would be completely like a child wouldn't understand what these symbols mean?
I think a child could use Audacity out of the box. I think so. But well,
that's the new Jeff Foxworthy show.
Jeff Foxworthy, is he still alive?
I feel like my boss would have walked into the office and declared his death had it happened.
Like super
He did it with Willie Nelson, and that man is still alive.
Wait, what?
Yes. But he did it in like the same breath as announcing that another famous person had died, and that person had actually died. So it was very confusing, and we all ran around talking to each other, trying to verify whether or not Willie Nelson had died.
Willie Nelson, I feel like, will never die.
No, he's eternal. He's gonna just become like petrified wood, but like still doing shows.
Yes. Petrified wood. They wheel him out, wheeling Willie.
Strapped into a dolly.
Oh my God.
They just set him down, bring the guitar, strap him in.
Oh, and so, Rayne, I heard you have a very funny posting story.
That's gonna guarantee that nobody finds this very funny.
From Cello. Well, I also heard that it might not be very funny at all.
Okay, so I will. The names are changed to protect the innocent. I recently, well, not so innocent. I recently attended a wedding. I'm not that innocent. Okay, my fiance and I recently attended a wedding for my cousin, and during the portion of the reception where everyone is dancing, you're sitting at your table that you've been assigned to, like your squad, right? Because the bride and groom are like, these are your homies that you're probably going to stick with, or at least be comfortable with.
Right.
So
you'll probably have a good time with these people.
Yes. So for us, it was family wedding, so it was family. A relative of mine who is probably about 20 to 30 years older than me.
Wow.
I say conservatively. He immediately starts asking why my dad will not talk to him about politics anymore.
Wait, out of the gate. That's like the first thing he says to him.
Yeah. Also, my dad is at the table with us. He just can't hear. Yeah. After some small talk, he asks, why won't your dad talk to me about politics? To which I respond like, well, I don't have the foggiest. What could anyone guess? So he goes on to show us this Twitter account that he and his friends have.
Okay, so they post. They're posters.
They're posters. They're major posters. Keep in mind that he's telling us this like while it's dark and people are dancing and like Come On Eileen is playing.
Yeah.
The hits, the wedding hits. They call into conservative radio shows with gotcha statements, pretending to be like conservatives.
Okay. Like what? Like, give me one.
I don't even have one because according to him, we need to be more engaged with politics. But he'll call and like make stuff up. Like he'll tell someone like half of all the people who won this race in a high school were trans. And then the conservative talk show host will be like, wow, really? And then one of him or his friends will be like, you'll believe anything, moron. And then, the guy hangs up. They clip that and then post that to the Twitter account.
Okay. So they're kind of like trolling them?
Yes.
That's wild.
And he was
How many of them are there that are doing this on this account?
How
many of his buddies are there?
I don't know. He didn't share that information with us.
That's good.
They're at around 50 followers, going strong. He said it's going to be the next big thing. I kind of would have believed him, except that Twitter's like really going down, and I don't think they're going to get the blue ski invite.
I don't think they understand that, like, the older generation, they don't really get what's going on with Twitter, really. What is this Threads thing? Honestly, what is this Threads thing?
I don't know. I feel like I woke up in a nightmare where everyone just keeps repeating that word because I'm like learning about it at an alarming rate. But was it invented today? Like, did it just start happening?
I think it started happening today whenever this episode drops, I think.
Like,
probably.
I'm not convinced this is not the new M. Night movie. Like, is it something to do with Facebook?
It's Meta's Twitter.
Oh.
It's Meta's Twitter is what Threads is. And
okay.
And what
that'll last.
From what I just saw a little bit ago, like prior to recording, was if you create a Threads account, you cannot delete your Threads account without deleting like your entire Meta account. Like your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever your email is tied to is just sliced.
They ask that you turn in your sack at the door. Just put your butthole directly in our hands. Oh my God.
You're in or you're out.
Wow.
It keeps coming up. Like that is just the energy in the world and certainly in the world of online. Like
everyone needs to keep small journals on chains on your waistcoat.
Yes.
Keep it to yourself.
Chains connected to your ankle for maximum allegorical, metaphorical, impact. But for real though, like stop
tweets and chains.
Just put absolute useless or creative.
Tell him everything. Tell him everything.
So there's two sides to this, obviously. Like there's two kinds of posters, I think, at this point.
There's good. I can't even make the joke. I'm sorry.
No, make it. We have plenty of time. We have all the time in the world.
I was gonna say there's good posters on both sides.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. I did that. It's nasty.
No, it's nasty in a good way though. It's pretty good.
It felt icky coming out, I'll be honest.
Yeah. You know he's gonna be the president again, right?
No.
This is where it would like bust into like one of those sicko like bumper sounds.
Yes.
Sycamo.
Oh my god. Right there. That's so good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hold on, Rayne.
What are we? What? Huh?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold on tight. I just got an email.
What does it say?
They greenlit the sequel to my movie.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Congratulations!
Yeah. Finally, it's been like what was
You've
that?
been waiting on that forever.
2007, something like that. You
Like
want to watch
really
the trailer?
long time.
I just they attached it in here. Here. I'll press play right now. Play. Press. Wait. Hold on. Play.
In 2007, Medley had a big movie.
Whoa, this is insane. Are you all seeing this?
Now, in 2023, he just needs a little break.
I just gotta get out of town, you know what I mean? Need a little break. I'm just a normal guy.
No, Medley, you don't just need a break. You need a vacation.
Hobo what?
This summer, Medley is bigger.
Remember what happened last time? Well, I'm not gonna let that what happened last time happen again.
But the crimes?
You want to do what?
Small time crime.
I thought this was a vacation.
Watch this.
Is that Gal Gadot?
Kiss Me Medley.
Hobo what?
Featuring Michael Shannon, Don Knotts in his final film appearance, and introducing Jimble, Medley's big movie 2, Small Time Crime Vacation, rated NC-17.
Wow. Man, I did not know where you were gonna go after the first one, but wow. Do you want to talk about it?
Not really. Well, then fuck it. Let's go. You want to start, Rayne?
I'm trying to think. I'm like staring at the doc, thinking like, how do you even introduce Jimble? You either know or you don't.
You're either in or you're out right now. Like right now, because we're about to do something groundbreaking. I think.
Holy fuck.
We're about to lift the curtain on one of the all-time posters. Maybe of all time. I don't know if I'm off base. And humble, Jimble, synonymous words.
His
Similar letters.
Extremely similar letters. Folks, it's Jimble.
Hello. I'll be so
I'm
real. I
clapping.
did not realize until right now we're recording, but I'm so here for it. We're ready.
I'm clapping. We're recording. We're going. I can
I'm
edit.
clapping
I can
too. I'll
edit
clap
it
right
all
now. I'll
out.
clap for myself.
We can't hear your claps.
You know what? I can hear them. And if they're for me, that's all that needs to hear them.
Yeah, that's wow. What like? And here's the thing. Here's the issue. Is like, I want you to talk, but I feel like I'm just gonna write down every single thing you say in like a marble tablet that I'm just gonna like display on my wall.
He's been brushing up on his
Like, I don't know if
cuneiform.
that's too much.
I'll stop talking here for the rest of the episode.
Jimble. This is a question that's been asked, just many times. Kind of synonymous with the pod. Are you a cog?
I am so very deeply a cog. It could be considered insane.
Would you
Insane.
consider it insane?
I do software for a company with 250 employees.
Ooh.
Oh.
And our department is 2 people.
What?
And every single person in the company uses the software we make.
Are you like doing IT for the software?
No, I'm programming the software they use.
Oh.
You're literally a software developer?
I'm doing the Wallace and Gromit bit where he's building the train tracks in front of him as he's going.
Oh.
At work
okay.
every single day.
Oh my God.
You're developing the train track software. I see.
Exactly.
But what tier of cog are you? I mean, obviously you're extremely important to the operation.
You know, you would think that would equate to like a higher tier, But
Oh
I'm still just
no.
kind of one of them guys.
Oh no.
I'm just kind of one of those little grunts right now.
One of the little cogs.
One of the little cogs, despite the role I play. It's quite paradoxical, in fact.
So how does having a department of two, what does that do for your mental health?
So when I was like 18 or so, I had this job as a dishwasher, right? And I was the only dishwasher in this place, small little mom and pop store.
Yeah.
And they would just like pile dishes on top of my area. And so every day at work that I did not get 8 hours of sleep, I would just sob my entire shift.
Oh no.
I would just full like tears streaming down my face, just like cry the entire time I was at work 'cause I was so stressed out by these dishes.
Oh my god.
And not a single person in the place would like acknowledge it at all. They would just be like, "Oh, hey, here's your more dishes. You can go on break soon." And I'd be like, "Thank you." And that was like it. That was it. That was so. After that experience, I think that was like my training with weights on arc. And now there has not been a single job since then I've ever been stressed at.
Yeah, I can see how everything would feel like, you've dropped your cape.
Yeah, we've got requests right now going out until April of 2024. And so I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm really just chilling with it, which I'm happy to report.
You have to.
You found a healthy spot, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Every job has been an insane learning experience that I've used to culminate into the man I am today and all that.
Wow. A healthy cog. A healthy squeaky cog.
I hope.
Yeah, do you squeak? Do you squeak at work? Do you say anything?
A little bit on occasion, just like, hey, this is a really fucking bad idea.
Yeah.
Does
when
that
they
get
heard
you the
about,
grease?
AI.
Oh no.
So what my boss came by one day, I was like, hey, when you have free time, just like Google AI. Thank you. And that's all they said. So it sounds like they want us to just like
Shows what they know.
incorporate it into work and just make it incredible or something.
You can't Google
So I'm just
anything
trying
anymore.
to say like, hey, this is not how any of this works.
Are they going to try and convert what you do into AI?
I think they're trying to do like a supplement,
Yeah.
thankfully, but they're definitely very interested in it, despite how few people there are already.
Right. Right. I mean, well, everything I hear about that AI stuff is it is going to boil down to just people who know how to use the AI. Like it's pretty much just in stone, capital wise.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up. But that brings me I'm always asking like have you looked into it? Have you seen what it can do and like how to futz with it at all? As a software developer?
What I've like experienced in my work is just like it can save you 20 minutes of really boring coding of like shit that you already know how to do that you've done a million times and you just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
But like anything real at all, it just kind of like tells you very confidently that what it suggests is right and then it's just completely wrong.
Oh my god.
I've had a couple times where I'll ask it just something because I'm stuck with it, and then it'll give me a solution.
Yeah.
And I'll come back to it like, hey, this did not work at all. And it goes, oh no, that wasn't supposed to work. That was just like a theory on what could happen.
That was something I was thinking about.
Horrendous.
I was just creating.
I was just like riffing, and you took it seriously, and that's kind of like on you, honestly.
But that is
don't-
true though. There's gonna
That is true.
I worry that there's gonna be a lot of unchecked stuff, and like who knows? We see Twitter breaking every day, and it's like who knows how much they're trying to implement that sort of stuff, knowing what we know about Musk and everything like that. Like how much of this shit is just breaking to hell because they're just implementing these stupid ass algorithms and just not checking it.
I think that's also indicative of the bigger picture of workers in general, because I have a feeling there's like a fuck ton of developers at like every company who has worked to the bone and then pushing out what might as well be just like dog shit code already. And I think AI is just the ultimate version of the overworked worker.
Wow.
which also kind of benefits off of it, which makes it even more fucked up.
Yeah, it like the more we all talk about it and the more I sit with it, it just seems like a zero-sum game. Like we're all gonna have to keep working and doing stuff, most likely, you know. Unless the big thing happens, you know. But
and then I can do my fun work.
yeah.
Yeah, the event will never happen, don't worry.
They turn that machine off for a second. And let us all chill out. No, yeah, that won't happen. So, like, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a laborious dance either way.
So what is your
takeaway?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
Anything new is bad, and I hate all of it.
There you go. Let's go full Luddite mode. Log off, folks.
Huge.
Jimbo, I need you to rank the pillars.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Quick, the ceiling's coming down. There's sand coming up from the floor.
All right. Number one, every day is posting, as sad as it is. Posting is the greatest high and the lowest low. Next up, we're doing jobs. Third, we're gonna go gaming on third.
3 is the difficult
With
one.
anime last. It really is.
Because you want it to be all of them, kind of.
Cool.
All right, the ceiling has stopped coming down. You're safe.
Thank God.
The pillars are safe. The pillars are strong and right in their proper order.
The correct.
Posting is just the quicksand that keeps taking you in further and further.
So you
Both for
post.
good and
So
for bad.
for the people at home, what is your Twitter handle?
Oh, I am SSPF Jimble.
It's
On
like
the
sun,
docket.
sun protection.
Oh, yes.
Sun protection. Wait, what does SPF stand for? I don't know if I ever learned that. Sun protecting. I'm gonna look it up. Do you not know either of you?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. Solar? No. Sun? No.
Sun
There is-
protection factor. That's so cool.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because you say the SPF, like the
Sun
degrees.
protection factor scale.
Fuck, I can't believe we fucked that up.
No, well
Shit.
now we know, and now everyone knows. Unless I edit this part out,
public.
who knows? Who knows? Who knows if anyone will ever know?
Secret dice with us.
But yes, but Jimble, what does SSPF stand for?
SSPF stands for shit sucker piss fucker.
Whoa!
Which is
I'm
very
clapping
fun to
so
say.
big. I'm gonna put some claps in post for sure. Can we get that one more
I think
time?
it's a very funny phrase.
Can we get that one more time in a sentence?
Sometimes you have to start as a shit sucker so you can become a piss fucker.
It's Jimble. It's Jimble. All right, we need to know about the stance. Speaking of Jimble,
Man,
as much or as little as you're willing to tell.
I just leaned back in my chair wisely. I
felt
like
it.
having a thing. I like having a little signature move.
Yes.
Before this, I had one called the woo-ha,
The
which was essentially my arms out in front of me, and then I would wave them slightly forward and then lean back and embrace the sun. And I would basically, any trip I went on, or just like anytime I went outside, or just basically anywhere, I would just record myself doing that
Oh my god.
and then just send it to people.
The woo-ha.
The woo-ha. I'll see if I can find videos of it later.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
a,
yeah.
The visual aid.
That is
woo-ha.
this. Wait, so okay, did you name it? Did someone else name it, or was that the noise that you make when you're doing it?
Weirdly, totally unrelated. I just kind of thought it sounded right for what it looked like.
So that was you, though.
Oh yeah, from within.
Okay, well, how many years did you use that one?
Probably 3 or 4, honestly.
And then what's the timeline on the current one?
I basically realized I had to do something that was a lot faster to do, because the woo-ha takes like a
Yeah.
solid 6 or 7 seconds of like arm motions.
This crazy world,
And I-
it's just everything just keeps getting faster. We don't have time to savor the woo-ha anymore.
Everyone's so busy these days.
It sucks.
With their phone and jobs.
So
Basically, I would be out somewhere. I was like, fuck, I really want to woo-ha. But I needed something significantly faster.
It's
that
the
I do.
Jimble.
It's like it attracts the least attention while still being recognizable as a pose.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I would silently hand my friend the camera, like, without even telling him I was about to do it, and then I would just pose
Right.
near the nearest thing that I could do, and then we would just immediately keep walking afterwards.
did anyone ever give you trouble for woo-haing in public?
They didn't have to. It's my arms go fully above my head.
I feel like one of the key features of Jimble is discretion. I don't know
That's
why.
true.
I don't know why. You strike me as a very discreet individual.
I move in silence.
Someone was asking if you could, and like it got me to thinking, like, how can one perfect the stance? But then I was like, should you perfect the Jimble stance? Because like to me, part of it is like the nonchalance. Like you can feel that you did just hand a camera to your buddy, like, hey, like I'm gonna do the thing, and then you just like do it real quick, and then it's over. Like I don't know.
think that
How
is the
could you
secret.
perfect that? Is that the secret? That is the
secret
perfect
is
Jimble.
the hidden shame, the hidden urgency to it.
How long would you say that a Jimble pose takes?
About probably like with the posing and like walking up and leaving, it's probably 10 seconds, but the pose itself is
Yeah.
maybe 2.
A significant time reduction from the woo-ha.
Yeah, I'm getting up there in numbers. My next pose is gonna be like a 0.5 second, just perfect move.
Oh wow.
I can't wait to see that.
Are you gonna do anything with your hands in the new one?
Maybe I'll like give a little shrug.
Whoa,
Like, ah,
shoulders.
it's a living.
Oh, I like that. Would you say that you're more leg or torso focused, like, or I should say top or bottom focused?
right.
In the pose, the pose.
Perfect way to put it.
I think it's all in the arms. You have to hit the perfect arm move, and then everything else kind of follows.
Okay, a real topman.
Absolutely.
I was having trouble with the top in my Jimble pose. It was like it was difficult to relax. Like I'm a very
It's
tense
really, and you have to get your shoulders kind of back too. It's a chest out thing, and I think a lot of people want to go into the sort of the werewolf, which is sort of like a reverse Jimble, where you're doing chest in, arms forward in sort of a creepy manner.
Very embarrassing and distasteful to look at.
Yeah,
Speaking of monsters, RD the monster fucker just gave us a question. What are things in daily life that one should be doing to achieve Jimble mindset? And then I added, or is it Jimble mode? Like, what is your preferred way to think of, the whole deal?
I saw this and I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Because there are some Discords I'm in where I don't talk at all, but sometimes I'll just send the message, I'm going Jimble mode. And people are like, oh, fuck. He's going Jimble mode.
Oh, no.
And every time someone will respond like, hey, what the fuck does this mean? And who is this guy? And then no one ever answers
You can't
until the
answer.
next time it goes around, and then they're reacting with everybody else. So I think
They get
Jimble
it.
mode as a concept is a collective unknowing.
Yes.
They get it.
Yes. So do you think you can find this unknowing through introspection, or do you think it's more of an outer search?
I think to truly achieve this, you have to find shit to do in your life where like you're not doing anything. For me, it is bubble baths and building Gundams
Yes.
are my two
Time.
something where like you cannot look at a screen
Ooh.
or you cannot do that shit.
I've been waiting for someone to have a good bubble bath conversation with, so I'm really glad you brought that up. Tell me about your preferred spread.
Absolutely. We've got a little bit of lavender bubbles going. We've got a good, probably 1.5 times usual serving of Epsom salt.
Mm.
Pretty simple. A couple candles lit, lights off, obviously. I am very almost, but not uncomfortably high.
Hell yes.
And
yes, yes,
I
yes.
have an insane ambient album playing. I'm really into Tim Hecker right now, who did the soundtrack for Infinity Pool.
Tim Hecker.
All right, we're gonna do Tim Hecker with No Highs, and then Cole Police with HP/MP.
That's a perfect evening you just described.
Yes.
It is incredible.
Now, last question. What is your tub situation? Do you have a clawfoot?
I've got just like a on ground, but very large.
Ooh, hell yeah.
And this bathroom actually has all brown porcelain for all the stuff, which creates it's kind of like cozy. It's kind of homey. It's interesting.
I like that.
Hell yes.
It's beautiful. I always hear taking a good bath is like the thing to do. I have a lot of bath people in my life.
I'm a bath guy.
Hell yes.
Do you ever listen to the band Baths in the Bath?
Hell yes.
Listen to Romoplasm in the Bath. I'm not personally, I don't take a lot of baths, but I've always wondered. And so far, no one I've asked if they've ever listened to Baths in the Bath has done it. So I hope someone does one day.
I don't listen to music in the bath. I read comics in the bath.
Ooh, that's risky.
I'm a risk taker. Is baths chill music?
Baths is like kinda. You could chill. You could go into a zone, but it is a little peppy. It's electronic and stuff.
Doesn't sound very bathcore.
No. But it depends. Like, do you have a little Godzilla in the bath, and are you like blowing up battleships and like playing around? You know.
No.
Little whimsy.
A little whimsy.
Speaking of whimsy.
Speaking of whimsy. Yeah, I felt it too, Rayne. I felt it too.
Wow. We got one from Cello. My heart got so full just thinking about Cello. Cello's so great.
Cello's
Recently
so
got to meet
funny.
Cello. What a nice person. What a good hang.
Yeah,
Just-
y'all hung out. I fucking forgot.
It was really great. Had a couple of drinks together, went and hung out at their parents' house with them and their partner and my fiance. Their parents were inside watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which was incredible.
Oh yeah.
That rules.
I thought it was Cello watching JoJo, like waiting for us to show up. And then we left. The parents walked into the TV room and turned on. I was like, oh, interesting. Oh, they're cool
sickos.
like that.
Are they gonna listen to this episode? Shouts out, Cello's parents. If you hear this.
Cello's mom would be a incredible get for a Guesto episode. She seems so cool.
We need more adult cock talk.
She seems really awesome. And she's been watching a ton of anime from what Cello has been telling me. Anyway, Cello asks, Jimble, my phone autocorrected your name to Jumble. Do you have any comments?
I do have a comment. I had a friend who had a glitch in their phone where every time they typed Jimble, it would autocorrect to friend.
Aww,
And I think that's kind of beautiful.
Jimble means
really
friend. Tom, Jimble doesn't want to hurt us, Tom. Jimble is friend.
I'm just here to take care of everyone.
Oh, how heartwarming.
I do love a good Cello Tuesday, though. For the movie nights.
Oh, yeah. Movie nights in the...
Anytime I have to explain who Cello is, I call them the community organizer.
That's beautiful.
They really are.
Yeah.
They do so much for us.
But the jokes, though. Let's not forget about the jokes, though.
They're funny as fuck.
And the cryptids. Yeah,
The
there's so
cryptids.
much. Like, the list never
Absolutely.
ends. Shouts out Cello. Cello on the next Guesto, 2 Guesto. Epo.
They'll never let us do this again.
Oh, I hope it's not us again. I hope they get other guests to do this. You know? Like, I don't know. I think it'd be great.
It should be Cello and Brandon. Or like Cello and Cameron even.
Ooh.
There's so many good pairings,
Oh, yes.
actually.
Ooh. Cameron needs to go Guesto mode for that Nothing Doing comic. Have y'all been reading that? That
Oh
is
yeah,
so
absolutely.
good.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, comic versus comic. Brandon and Cameron.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
that's true. They
Guesto
both
to
do that.
Guesto too.
That's really good.
That would be very fun.
Let them know. All right, Rayne.
It's just like we've planned
Let
this
'em
for you.
know.
Clear your schedule.
Yeah, I'll record it. Whatever, I'll be there. Rayne, can you ask my question?
I've been waiting for you to ask it. All right, this one's from Medley. If you could make it so bad things didn't happen anymore, why haven't you done it?
That's not what I said. But it's
You
a fair
should have
question.
said it.
But it's a totally fair question, and I'll let it stand.
Can we just do like an editing bit where like we cut and we say like, I had to leave for like 10 minutes? Is there another question? Is there a different question?
Mars asks, Jimble, who is your favorite member of the Straw Hat crew? Feel free to make one up. I don't know if you read One Piece.
Man, I've read enough to know the guys to where I can't make one up on the spot. I'm throwing out Tony Chopper immediately. Just
That's a
gut
good
reaction.
guy.
I'm on like Skypea right now, I think.
The thing about Tony Chopper is he's simultaneously the only choice and the coward's choice. Like, it's weird.
Whoa.
That's real.
Oh,
That's
no,
real.
Tony
That is real.
Chopper is also my choice, but I have to like acknowledge as a true sicko, like it's the coward's choice.
He does have a lot of guy per guy to him.
Your unproblematic fave.
That's real.
And yeah, a lot of guys in that guy.
I love a guy with forms. That gorilla from Jujutsu Kaisen, oh my god. Fucking awesome. Any guy with forms is like my immediate get.
How many forms is the right number?
I think it's always 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should there be a Jimble manga that's like part fact, part fiction? Like the
Journey no
the
Jimble?
wuha is an ancient technique and it's like lost forever.
He used to know how to
It's
do
kind of
it.
Like it's like that one fitness trainer move on Smash where she like leans back and like charges the sun in front of her stomach. That's probably what it would look like, honestly.
I was picturing them sort of as like Dark Souls emotes when we were talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
them.
I do get that vibe.
Yeah, it was in some sort of like dark medieval kind of setting.
Hell yes.
I'm into it. I'll workshop a couple things. I'll get back to y'all. Okay, I'll ask this one for Deathbot. Deathbot asks, "What's the best sandwich?"
The best sandwich is always a French dip
Oh wow.
because I have this thing where anytime I go to a restaurant and I get like the slightest twinge to have a French dip, no matter what I get, it is always disappointing.
Yeah.
Every single time I'll be like, fuck, I could have been dipping a sandy right now. And every time I'm like, man, it's one of the most depressing feel. It's like the lowest low of my life is whenever I'm not eating a French dip.
What's the best French dip you ever had?
This place is called like Pub Food near me.
Pub.
Damn.
It's called just like it's like bar food. It's like the name of it.
Hell yeah.
The most unassuming place. One of my friend's parents told me I had to go. I was like, all right, I'll try this out. Blown away. Incredible.
They give you a lot of the dip? Or like
Oh, they
what
give you plenty of
was
the
so
dip. It's
special
incredible.
about it?
I think just the way they seasoned it, and they put some like a little caramelized onion, a little bacon on it. Very good.
That does sound good.
This episode's making me really hungry. I think we just had like one more question for you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I can go for like any amount, whatever works for the ebb.
No, we're good. Rayne, ask. You said there was a question?
Yeah.
I'm half looking at the dot.
We heard you that you are going to be featured in a film coming up, a new feature-length film. Just wondering, do you want to talk about that at all? Maybe plug it a bit?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. No. Oh well. No. There is one more. There's one more from Green.
So good though. Yeah.
Our lovely Green. Green has offered Jimble no questions, just whatever happens. I hope you are happy, which to me brings up a really good question. Jimble, are you happy?
I believe there's a big happy and little happies. And the big happy is like this mountain you're always going towards in the distance. But then like the little happies are like the little Midwestern gas stations or like ice cream parlors along the way. And I'm hitting them little happies every day. I'm hitting my Mondo little happy ratio right now.
Yes.
And I see the big mountain in the distance, and we're getting there.
The big happy.
Every day we're getting there.
The big happy inching ever closer.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's my
wow.
one piece right now.
Oh wow.
That truly made me tear up.
Yeah, I'm all like emotional. I think we have to end it on that beautiful, beautiful note. Jimble, it's been an honor and like the privilege of my life as a journalist, as a poster, as an anime sicko. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. This was wonderful.
Thank you for your service. You're a hero.
I'm saluting right now.
I'm saluting. As well.
I hope. Is this where I leave?
Clap,
Is
clap,
it?
clap,
Is there
clap.
another more? Is there more? Is
I
this
think
the ending?
I don't know.
Do I just disconnect?
We could.
What's happened?
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to the first of hopefully many Guesto to Guesto experiences. I'm James Medley, an anime sicko.
I'm Rayne Klar, an Anime Sicko. You can follow the Anime Sickos at TomHarrison19, at Sharia Uncle. Follow Anime Sickos at Anime Sickos, and join our Discord. I don't know how you do that, but I'm pretty sure it's linked in the link tree.
Or don't. Only cool people are allowed on the Discord.
Yeah,
But I think
if you're just gonna shout slurs, stay home.
Please go away then.
Please,
But
please
also,
don't.
yeah, animesickos.com. They have a website.
They have a store.
You should use it. Is there still the store? They have
I think there
cool
better be.
stickers. They have really cool stickers. And you should get them. Well, but yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.